Hey everybody, my name is G. Patrick. I'm a senior at Hilton Head Prep. Um, First of all, I have to be real honest with y'all. When I was asked to speak, I questioned what I'd say, and it took me a while to figure out what I was gonna say, because I'm far from perfect. But when I remembered, God doesn't expect me to be perfect. He just wants me to be present. And that led me to the Dominican, the most peaceful I've ever been in my entire life. For me, I lived in Hilton Head my whole life, have had two amazing parents, and I'm the youngest of three. And I live in an area where everyone knows everyone. I look back at my life living in a Christian household, going to church on Sundays, just walking through the motions, not really having a connection with God. God has always been in my life, but it wasn't until the summer going into my sophomore year when I went to the Dominican Republic with the St. Luke's Youth Group, where I really felt the presence of God for the first time. For some background, this is a mission trip run by a nonprofit organization called Casas por Cristo, where you go there with the group and build a house in 3 days for a family in need. Going into this trip, I was excited to go to a foreign country with my friends and help people. This trip turned out to be so much more than that. In an atmosphere from start to finish during the trip, I felt the closest to God I've ever felt. He brought a group of people in a youth group that I knew but became so much closer with during this trip. The reason why this group is still special to me to this day is because God brought us all to the Dominican Republic to serve and make a difference in two families' lives. During that trip, I felt a sense of peace, which I would come to learn was the peace of the Lord. When I came home from that trip, I longed for that feeling again. After talking to my mom, she assured me that the way to feel that peace again was to walk with the Lord in my everyday life. After this trip, overall, my faith would continue to grow, again longing for that feeling of peace. The past 3 summers, I've spent a week in the same city in the Santiago area of Dominican Republic. During this time, being away from my everyday life in Hilton Head, I feel a sense of gratitude and a thanks to God for everything that I have, and I should feel that all the time. Everyone on the trip embraced the culture, which made it so easy to have fun and feel the presence of God. Everyone was fine with not having clean water, struggling to shower. Everyone was fine with being off social media for a week. Everyone was fine with no air conditioning. Everyone was just embracing the culture and the real reason why we were there, which was to serve the Lord. And that's what made the environment of the trip so special to me and grew my relationship with God. And as my faith is still growing, I struggle to find that peace that I felt in the Dominican in my everyday life, sports, friends, school, and work. But what does help me feel closest to God is FCA huddles, FCA leadership, and going to church. These are so crucial for my relationship with God. And recently, the youth group that I was so involved with dissolved in the last year. But my god sister's husband has helped lead a Bible study with me and some of my buddies, which has been incredible and has helped me learn so much to be more active in the Word. And I can confidently say that John, the leader of the Bible study, has filled the gap that was missing with the youth group. And I'm so grateful for him stepping in for me and some of my buddies when we really needed it. Again, I'm far from perfect, and we all are, but feeling the peace that passes all understanding comes with walking with the Lord. And I'd like to leave y'all with the Bible verse, Philippians 4:6-7. Do not be anxious about everything, but in every situation, prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understandings, will guard your hearts and your minds in Jesus Christ. Thank you.